Welcome to The Explainer. I am so pumped to have you here today. When we hear the word modeling, most of us instantly picture flashing cameras, designer clothes, and just the sheer glamour of strutting down a high fashion runway. And hey, while that glamour is totally a part of it, the reality? Professional modeling is actually a highly structured, super demanding, and incredibly rewarding business. It takes way more than just taking a good photograph to make it in this industry. So today, we are swapping out that purely glamorous myth for a realistic, actionable career roadmap, looking specifically at the vibrant modeling scene right here in India. We're going to break down exactly how you get from your high school classroom to the runway and maybe, just maybe, all the way to the silver screen.
Okay, let's dive into this. Do you actually have what it takes? It's the absolute fundamental question you have to ask yourself before you even think about booking a photo shoot. We aren't just talking about your physical appearance here. We're talking about your grit, your personality, and your willingness to treat yourself as a literal business. This explainer is your personal journey into the realities of the industry, and it all starts right here with a little honest self-assessment. Here is our step-by-step roadmap for today, promising you a complete understanding from high school all the way to high-end earning potential. We'll be covering the traits of a model, your educational pathway, funding your training, the reality of the job, and finally, income and career growth. Section 1. Traits of a model, the core requirements. Before you ever step in front of a camera, let's look at what is actually required on the inside. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is what it doesn't say. The core requirements don't even mention height, weight, or eye color. It focuses entirely on your personality. To succeed, the absolute first trait you need is the ability to comfortably talk with all kinds of people. You are going to be surrounded by new faces every single day. Secondly, you need to be an inherently creative person. Think about it, modeling is basically a form of silent acting. You have to express emotion and tell a whole story using only your body and your facial expressions. And finally, you've got to be ambitious. The competition out there is fierce, and you need that internal drive to push through rejection and keep growing your personal brand. So why do those specific traits matter so much? Well, because your daily interactions are going to be wildly diverse. Just take a look at this list. You'll be collaborating closely with consumer brands, avant-garde fashion designers, super meticulous photographers, and all sorts of artists. You have to communicate effectively with all of them to bring their specific vision to life. Plus, you won't just be wearing high fashion. Models are hired to advertise everything from everyday clothing and cosmetics to food and even cars. Your face and your creative energy will be splashed across a massive variety of media platforms. We're talking glossy magazines, TV commercials, product catalogs, massive billboards, and online digital campaigns. It requires supreme versatility. Moving right along to Section 2, your educational pathway. A step-by-step guide, how do you actually turn those natural traits into a professional skill set? So the crucial point is visualizing this exact chronological pathway. It is highly structured. Step 1 is super simple. Complete your 10+2 pre-university education in literally any stream. Science, commerce, arts, it honestly doesn't matter. Step 2 is where you start to specialize by completing a dedicated training course in modeling. Or, if you want, you can pursue a more comprehensive diploma in acting and modeling. Whichever route you choose, Step 3 is building your professional portfolio. This is your visual resume. Once that is polished and ready to go, Step 4 is taking that portfolio and applying to a modeling agency. And if you navigate all these steps successfully, it leads right to Step 5, getting hired. The sequence to getting hired is clear and it's proven to work. And hey, if you're wondering where to actually get this training, I want to reassure you that you have plenty of geographical options. Our sources outline a list of over 20 indicative institutes offering dedicated courses scattered right across India. You don't just have to pack up and move to Mumbai or New Delhi, though there are fantastic academies there. You can also find excellent training institutes in Pune, Indore, Kolkata, Bangalore, Mysore, Hyderabad, and Amritsar. The infrastructure to teach you this craft is well established nationwide. Section 3. Funding your training, navigating the costs. Let's shift gears and talk about the practical trials of how you actually finance this specialized education. All right, we have to be honest about the upfront investment here. The approximate course fee generally ranges between 30,000 and 90,000 rupees. Now, obviously, these figures are estimates, and they're naturally going to vary from institute to institute, but it gives you a very clear benchmark of the financial commitment required to jumpstart this career professionally. But listen, do not let that number discourage you, because there are concrete solutions to clear this financial hurdle. First off, scholarships are totally a thing. You can check out the National Scholarship Portal, which hosts various central government, state, and UGC or AICET schemes. A lot of institutes also offer their own in-house merit-based scholarships. And if you need a loan, there is a massive support network out there.
The Vidya Lakshmi portal is specifically designed for students seeking education loans. On top of that, some states, like West Bengal, Odisha, and Bihar, offer specific student credit cards with very low interest rates. And of course, your standard bank education loans are widely available too.
Section 4, the reality of the job. Behind the glamour. Let's peel back the curtain and look at the day-to-day physical environments you will actually face. The glitzy perception you see on social media often hides a very demanding reality. Make no mistake, this is definitively not a comfortable 9-to-5 desk job. Just look at the environment. Sure, you'll work in nice, climate-controlled studios, but you'll also be working outdoors, battling all sorts of crazy weather conditions. You might literally be shooting a heavy winter coat campaign in the sweltering heat of summer. And your schedule? It is going to be incredibly travel-heavy. You have to be prepared for highly irregular hours, super early morning call times, and really late-night wrap-ups. Flexibility and physical stamina are absolute necessities in this line of work. Section 5, income and career growth. Reaching the reward. Let's ramp the energy back up as we reach the ultimate reward phase of our roadmap, financial compensation, and how your career can evolve over the long term. Once you are established, the financial heights you can reach are quite substantial. The expected income for a model ranges from approximately 26,667 rupees per month on the starting end, and that scales all the way up to an impressive 183,333 rupees per month on the high end. Remember, these figures are indicative and subject to change, but they show a fantastic financial trajectory for those who put in the hard work and build a really strong professional network. Let's move to and see how this builds, because your career definitely doesn't have to stop at just being a model. The expected growth path directly pipelines you from entering as a starting model, elevating to a senior model as you gain brand recognition and expertise, and then, for many, making that ultimate leap to becoming a full-time actor. And this brilliantly illustrates our entire roadmap by looking at one of India's biggest stars, who follow this exact step-by-step trajectory. I am, of course, talking about the phenomenal Deepika Padukone. Let's actually trace her specific timeline, as detailed in our sources. She didn't just magically appear out of nowhere. She completed her education at Sophia High School and her pre-university education at Mount Carmel College, right in Bangalore. Following the exact pathway we've been discussing, she began her career working as a fashion model. Her massive breakthrough? That came when she won the prestigious Model of the Year award at the Kingfisher Fashion Awards. From that absolute pinnacle of senior modeling success, she successfully transitioned to become the full-time actor we all know today. It completely proves that this structured growth path is entirely real and entirely achievable. So, we've demystified the glamour, broken down the costs, and revealed the incredible heights this career can reach. The roadmap is laid out right before you. The only question left is, your pathway is set. Are you ready to step in front of the camera? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer today. Keep learning, stay ambitious, and I'll catch you on the next one.